Hi, and welcome to this live reading. I'm Karin, Oracle card reader, Reiki energy healer. So I'm reading for women on a spiritual path who are on a spiritual journey, who feel drawn to the divine feminine, the sacred feminine concept, the goddess, the priestess path, etc. But if you feel drawn to watch this, then these messages are for you. So the messages finds you when they're meant to find you. So even if you're watching the replay, then these messages are for you. So I'm starting again today with this deck, the Rose Oracle. Pulling a few cards just to see what messages that are coming through today. What Spirit has in mind for us. So let's see. And if you're watching this live or the replay, feel free to say hi in the comments. I love hearing from you. Okay, we're starting with 3 cards there. And at the back of the deck, we have the Breathing Rose. I believe we pulled this card in yesterday's reading as well. Heart healing, emotions, connection, and time eases. Okay, let me start here. Oh, and this card we had in yesterday's reading too. Plant yourself here. Integration, embodiment, grounded action. So more messages about grounding yourself and not being too far up in the clouds, so to speak. If you are on a spiritual journey, then it's easy to get a bit lost in whatever insights and downloads that are coming through. But remember to ground yourself in nature as well, because Gaia, Mother Nature, is where we belong and where we're meant to be as well. And then we have this card, the Wastelands. Sustainability, slow down, tend to your garden. And you see a woman praying here, but it's like barren land, and then there's suddenly water and grass here as well. It's almost as if she is praying for rain, in a sense. And you see some elders here as well. So sustainability, slow down, tend to your garden. Again, a card that reminds us to ground ourselves and connect with nature, and remember that we are part of Gaia, and Gaia is a part of us. And with Gaia, I mean Mother Earth, our planet, and Gaia as like a conscious being. You can Google the Gaia hypothesis, that Gaia is like a living entity that self-regulates. That's how I see it as well. The sacred waters, nourishment, replenishment, health, rest, and self-care. Again, a reminder to look after ourselves first, fill up our own well before we help others, as they say on airplanes. Remember to put on your oxygen mask, your own oxygen mask first before you help others, because otherwise you will collapse and you won't be able to help anyone. It's the same with normal everyday life. So that was a card of water that to me feels like an invitation to pull a few cards from the Healing Waters Oracle. I love these decks by Rebecca Campbell. Let me take off this ring. It annoys me a bit today. Can leave there instead. So Rebecca Campbell has a bunch of decks, and the most recent ones are the Rose Oracle that I just pulled from, the Healing Waters Oracle, and then this one, the latest one, the Ancient Stones Oracle. That is more green and lush, like Avalon type of vibe to it. This card was the sacred waters, and now I pulled one called the sweet waters. Okay. So the sweet waters, sensuality, romance, enjoyment, fertility, and balance. And we have kind of like an empress type of lady here. It's a beautiful card. Again, connecting with nature, connecting to all you're using all your senses, not just like your mental, your mind. You are more than your mind, you are your body as well. And this is a reminder to connect with your body, to your sense of, smell and taste and feeling, not only the mental part of it. This card is Atlantis. Keep the big vision, stay in alignment as you grow. And you don't need to believe in like that Atlantis existed, but to me, it's also there were other civilizations that existed earlier, and like in a scientific sense, like archaeology is really finding out more and more of Neolithic societies, etc. Um, and there is so much knowledge that is forgotten. So we don't need to believe in like alien societies. Like humankind is magnificent enough, right? And then we have this card, Metamorphosis. Embrace transformation. Things are now different. We have to be okay with changing our situation, and being okay with us aging as well, and that life is shifting, and there's nothing we can do to stop it. We just have to embrace it, right? Okay, I wanted to, yesterday I channeled, there were lots of messages that came through about creativity, and then I found a card in this deck that I wanted to read a part from. It's the Mother Mary Oracle, and it's this card, Our Lady of Creative Choice. Beautiful card, like a bit of like Frida Kahlo type of vibes, right? Number 10. Maybe South American as well. I wanted to read from the booklet about, because yesterday what I channeled was that there are ideas wanting to come through, and for you to act on these ideas and these creative projects that want to be birthed by you. It doesn't have to mean writing a book. It could be like a community project you want to start, or something like that as well. I'm just going to read the start of this text. You have my power within you, and you are free beyond wildest imagination. Do you know that you are a slave to no thing and to no one? You are a divine being. With the power of creative choice, you can create worlds, my beloved. Even the smallest choice creates great creative power. Do not cast your power aside, my child. Choose to trust me, to live with an open, vulnerable heart, and to let my grace flood through you in rapturous waves of light. Choose wisely, creatively, and well. Yet do not fear your power, for the best choice you can make is to learn from all your experiences. I will guide you to use your power to create healing difference in your life now. You have at your disposal the power of heaven. I will guide you to use it well. Even the smallest choice contains great power. It's one of the things that says here. Even, and also, even if Like you can't really make the wrong choice. Whatever you choose will be right because you can always course correct. So don't worry about making the wrong choice, because you will learn along the way. And even if this project like fails, you still did something and it led to something, and maybe it led to a new friendship or new insights or whatever. So I'm going to pull a few cards from the Tarot of Mystical Moments. That's the tarot deck that I'm using currently most. I recently got it. It's beautiful. So what more does Spirit want us to know at this time? How can we honor like the divine feminine path and the divine feminine within us, the sacred feminine? The first card I pulled there was the Two of Wands. And we have the Emperor and the Wheel of Fortune. And at the back of the deck, we have the King of Pentacles, the deer here, and a man standing on top of his antlers. King of the world. Okay, let's see what comes to me. So this card kind of ties together what I just said about starting somewhere, dreaming big. She's looking out into the night sky and the moon, a full moon, and she's like holding the earth, like a dreamer type of card. So stay true to your dreams, but also I'm hearing like update your dreams. And this is a message that keeps coming back to me in every reading I do. I don't know if it's a message to myself or if it's a message to my audience, because I think I have followed this advice. Like to update your dreams. You are not who you were 10 or 5 years ago, and therefore you might need to tweak your goals. And really be honest with yourself. Are you dreaming of the same things you did now, and also that you did back then, and also the world has changed? So maybe your dreams are not feasible anymore, is what I'm hearing. That sounds sad, but if the world has shifted, we need to kind of shift with the world. And maybe there's another calling you. The Emperor. So this deck actually has two sets of kings and two sets of the Emperor. A male and a female emperor, and then a male and female kings. This looks like Renaissance, like I don't know exactly what building it's meant to be, but it looks like Venetian or the Louvre in Paris, I think, something like that. Very royal. You stepping into your full power, and also you have all these puppets down here. Or maybe they are the ones guiding you. Could be, what comes to me is like your spirit team. If your spirit team is guiding you and showing you the way, are you listening? Or your ancestors or whatever you believe in? There's some messages that you're not really listening to. And the Emperor, as it is a masculine card, is also about balancing the masculine and the feminine within, coming into union within you. Is important. And then we have this, the Wheel of Fortune. Your fortune is approaching, is what I'm hearing, but you also make your own fortune, okay? And now I'm hearing all is not lost. Maybe you were working on something that didn't pan out the way you want it to, but something else is approaching. So trust that. Um, it's there's something else approaching that you might not have considered to start with, like you were hoping for something else maybe, but this new fortune of yours is approaching. Okay, so if you're watching this live or the replay and this resonates, let me know in the comments. Maybe a few more cards from this deck, and then I'll pull from another deck. Just one more card. Okay. Oh, this is the King of Pentacles. Sorry, that was at the back of the deck. He came back. He is standing there proudly on this deer on top of the world, and you can be on top of the world as well, is what I'm hearing. There is some sort of fortune or success coming towards you that you didn't expect. That's what I'm hearing, and hopefully that will happen sometime soon. So you don't have to wait too long, just so that you can trust that it's on its way. Maybe Spirit will send you like small nuggets, just so that you don't lose hope. That's interesting. Okay. So we'll pull a few cards from this deck. Amy Miranda, What We've Forgotten. I got this recently as well. I really love it. It's like my inner world looks like this. When I'm in meditation, this is what it looks like. So I'll show it to you. Prophet. You are the prophet. That's what I'm hearing. Card number 36. 3 plus 6 is 9. That means something to you. It looks a bit mysterious. Oh, and there's I don't know if you can see it, but it's like a sacred heart here on his necklace. Okay. What else? Eternal life. And this is like, oh, this is 6 plus 3 as well. It was 36 and now 6, 3. 9 again. If that makes sense to you. I'm seeing like two aspects of yourself. The dark and the light coming together. So this is also like a sacred union type of you coming into union with yourself, seeing the light and the dark parts of yourself, trusting that trusting your dark sides as well is what I'm hearing. Okay, what more the Spirit wants us to know at this time? Creation. This comes back to creativity that we talked about earlier. There are creative ideas wanting to come through for you at this moment. And Spirit wants you to listen, or ancestors want you to listen. And again, this doesn't have to be like a book or write a song or a book or a poem. It could be community projects as well. Starting a business, something is waiting for you to birth it. It's waiting to come into being. It's interesting. Okay, one more card here. Remembering. Yeah, this could also be like dreams that have been lost in has been lost along the way, and you might have to dig it up. Was there some dreams that you have like suppressed that you thought this will never happen. And in that case, Spirit is like saying, asking you to resuscitate those dreams. That's what I'm hearing. Like um, there is something you wanted to do, but you felt it wasn't possible, something like that. So you let it slip. So this is a reminder to bring that back in. Okay. Let's see. I'll pull a few more cards. This the Oracle of the Seven Energies. Just to see what comes through. So this is my new project, my creative project, to do live readings. I enjoy it, and it's a good way for me to reconnect with spirit. At the back of the deck, we have Wish Upon a Star. See? Call of the Muse. Again, something wants to come out. And be your own muse is also the message here. Romanticize your life. Live a life of prayer, of devotion. That is also the call of the priestess, to live a life of devotion. The rose's kiss could be for you to connect to the rose path. Let me read the booklet for that. Key concept: joy, experiencing pleasure, deep satisfaction and enjoyment, desires, acknowledge five sensory reality. Okay, that ties back both to the muse, but also what I said, experience life with all your senses and really connect back to Gaia and Mother Nature. It's a beautiful, like multicolored rose. This, there is a ladybug there. Okay, and birds of a feather. 3, 4 birds and stars. Let me read that as well. See what. This is part of the fire energy. No, this is part of the energy for love. So, Oracle of the Seven Energies. So, love energy, sharing, community, a sense of belonging, fellowship with like-hearted people, understanding the concept of we before me. As in the saying, birds of a feather flock together. So finding your community, this could also be the community project that I talked about earlier, something that maybe you were hoping to do, get people together. Because if you feel lonely and that you are like lacking your soul family, maybe that's the your prompt to collect, to gather people together. Maybe spirit is wanting for you to be the leader there. Okay, maybe you are the one who will bring them together in a community. Okay, so pull a few of these sea melodies cards. Just as like final advice cards. I'm also going to pull some cards from this affirmations. My affirmations. Let's start here. This wanted to come out, and this. Optimism. After each rainstorm, there will be clear skies. Okay, this takes me back to what I said in the beginning. All is not lost. If you feel that you were something didn't work out, it's not lost. It's just maybe it's just delayed, or you took a detour, or you have to learn a lesson and then you rebuild. Okay. Voyage. Set sail on a new course. Yeah, this is your invitation to start anew, afresh. Um, there are new shores waiting for you. Okay. One more. Turbulence. The mind is murky in rough waters. Yeah, maybe you can't really see clearly right now, but you will. So um, breathe in, breathe out, and just gather yourself again. See, maybe you just need to get over some sort of obstacle, and then things will calm down, and it won't be so turbulent anymore. Okay. So let's pull a few affirmations. This is from my own free affirmations download. I have the link in the description of this video. I have printed them on different colored sheets here, but it is a black and white download. Okay. Some affirmations for us. I am free. You are free to do whatever you want. It might not feel like it, but your mind is always free. You can always dream. You can always travel in your mind's eye, or like astral travel, or go on YouTube and watch travel videos if you can't travel yourself. I am radiant. Yeah, come back to this call of the muse. You are the muse. You are the goddess. You are the divine feminine. I am healthy and full of energy. You are, even if you're not, focus on uh, activities that brings you energy, not just like for your physical self, like exercise, etc., nutritious food, but also things that are good for the soul, like music, community, like culture, things like that. I create my own reality. Yeah, there's like a calling for you to to do something else, do something new, not wait around. Okay. My body is my temple, so worship it. Worship your temple. Adore it. And I trust my abilities. That's beautiful. Um, Trust that the guidance you're getting and the ideas you're getting are leading you onto the right path. Even if you feel like you fail, but you will always be course corrected onto the path you're meant to be on. Okay, hope that makes sense. So if you're looking for one-to-one readings, check out the links in my profile, and hit subscribe if you resonated with this video and would like more of it, also so that you're notified when I go live. And if these messages resonated, feel free to share in the comments. I love hearing from you. It's always nice to see how the messages land. So yeah, I hope I'll see you in the next reading. My intention is to do this daily as much as I can, like unless I have something scheduled that makes me unable to go live. But yeah, this feels like a good way to connect with spirit and my audience. Okay, so I hope I see you next time. Bye bye.